Welcome back to Hollywood First Look Features. I'm DEREK ZAGAMI here at the Boston Film Festival for the advanced screening of the new NBC show, BLUFF CITY LAW. Let's take a first look.
Everyone likes to talk about how this kind of work is rewarding, but if you lose, it destroys you.
How much did Amerifarm pay you to study the... Sustained. Do you have any relevant questions? Just one, Your Honor. How much is Amerifarm paying you?
That girl grew up with a hero for a father.
I want you to come back to the farm, Sid. I want you fighting for what's right.
We need to see the files on the case.
Cowboy still loves you.
That's how you saw that.
Did you break his heart?
You broke his heart. You work for these companies. You know how they think. How would you win this case?
Do we want to settle or do we want to win?
She's been here 2 hours and already she's up into 2 years worth of work.
We're total opposites. You're conservative. I wage war.
Our differences could be our strength.
You can't just silence the truth. I want the order.
This report for review. That was brilliant in there.
This is BLUFF CITY LAW. This is NBC's new legal drama. Premieres in 2 days.
Are you ready for it?
I'm not really. I mean, I haven't been a part of something that's this big before, so to anticipate it is one thing, but then once we're actually experiencing it in Memphis with everybody watching, it's
gonna be next level. So I saw the trailer, and I like your attitude and the flair that you give in the show. Talk about your character and what you bring to the show.
I play Anthony Little, who's one of the lawyers at Strait & Associates, which is the main law firm in the show. Anthony is, to me, he's a really strong character. He's very, I think of him as a tenacious person, but also very, very giving and very, very connected with the city. He's from Memphis. He was a former officer. He's a father of 3 girls. He's a lot of things that I aspire to be, but yeah, he's a really strong person.
So what would you tell people to tune in, and why should they watch the show, on NBC? What's that one thing you want them to walk away with?
I think that when you watch law shows or cop shows or stuff like that, I feel like there's something that's very expected. And for this show in particular, specifically because it's shot in Memphis, it has that character, it has that different flair than other shows would. I feel like it's not something that people would expect.
This show is so of this moment in time. It's going to remind people that most people are good, that when you fight for the right thing, you're going to feel better about being a human being. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to feel hopeful, and you're going to remember that most people are good. It is such a good show. I want the viewers to know that Della is a passionate, loving, funny, salt of the earth, she has not a lot of style in her talk person. And it's someone that you want to hang out with, and if you have a problem you want to talk to, and if you need a laugh and a bourbon, you're going to go to.
I just said to my aunt who's here, she was like, I think the last time that I saw you was when you were performing Chicago in senior of high school, and I was like, that's bananas.
And now you're on NBC.
I know, lead of a freaking show. It's crazy.
So talk to me about this TV show, because your energy, you show power, you show women power, you show that you can do anything. Talk about that.
Yes, I mean that's so much of the reason why I took this part and why I wanted to do this show is I think it's so important to push the narrative of what women are and what we can be in the world, and being bosses is part of that. Unapologetically ourselves, and she's incredibly good at her job, and she stands up for the little guy, and she takes no prisoners, and that's the type of woman that I want to see.
You're so unfiltered, and you say what you want to say in it. So talk to me what you want the viewers to walk away with your character, with the show, leading the show.
I think with my character in particular, I hope that they know that she has an incredibly enormous heart. Behind that brick wall is a heart of gold, and all she wants is to help people. That is all she wants at the end of the day. Sometimes she's not the most tactful about it. She's pretty fiery when it comes to her delivery, but I think the show in general, all we want is for the viewers to walk away with a little more hope and a little more inspiration, because ultimately the world can be a really sad place, and we want to stand up for the little guy and make sure that they get their day in court.
Love it. So talk to me, about working with the cast because you guys have such an amazing cast.
Oh my God, I love them so much. Have you met Michael and Jayne yet? They're the dreamiest people. They're so dreamy and so fashion forward. I know, Michael looks so cute in his little button up. Yeah, I think honestly we hit the jackpot because there are no jerks among us, and that rarely happens, to be perfectly frank. Like, we genuinely get along, and when we first met, we all were sort of at camp, We were shooting this pilot in Memphis. None of us lived there, so all of us were away from our homes, so we had dinner together, and we went to museums together, and we went to the garden together. Like, we did all these things that were sort of integral to what the family was. Yeah, we bonded early, which is very cool, and it shows on screen.
Well, you're happy to be back here in Boston, your hometown. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back. I've missed being home. I only get to be here for like 2 seconds and then I leave, so.
You go back to work. Keep filming.
I do. I go back to work literally 4 a.m. Monday, so I'm here for 2 seconds to kiss my family, show the show, and then head back to work.
That's your first look at BLUFF City Law. Head over to NBC.com and BostonFilmFest.org for more information. Thank you so much for watching Hollywood First Look Features. I'm DEREK ZAGAMI, and I'll see you next time.
I hold the family's future in my hands.
How do you handle the pressure when winning or losing means everything?
I can teach you how to channel all of this passion that you have. Get back in the fight, Sydney. Because in case you haven't noticed, the world's running out of heroes.
Out there, the fight may be fixed, but in here, we get to say what kind of world we want this to be.
To new beginnings.
And to family.
Family.
Just 3, 2, 1. I'll see you next time. Two, one.